Cool. Welcome. Well, this is the first time I've been in this office, so it's yeah. Well, welcome. I assume we got our YouTube friends coming on board, listening in. Awesome. Well, mhm, mhm.
Tasting, tasting.
I can hear you pretty good, but if you move around too much, it you fade in and out a little bit. Oh yeah. Mhm. All right. Well, excellent. Well, welcome to our bi-weekly or twice a week calls we do for introducing BitcoinTAF.com or Bitcoin Trend and Forecast. My name is Keith Hampton, and I'm just a longtime customer of this incredible training and education website. It has made a huge change in my life. It's taken me from wanting to learn about crypto and get involved to be able to master managing and being involved in the cryptocurrency space. It has been just a phenomenal journey. So, uh, if you folks got a moment, I'm just going to share my screen and just introduce you to the website, BitcoinTAF.com. And by the way, you're more than welcome to sign up for free and explore all of our products that the team offers. Um, I got started way back about 8, 9 years ago when Bitcoin and some of the altcoins were just getting started, and I was trying to find good, solid advice. Sadly, there was a lot of bad advice out there in the crypto space, and it cost people a lot of money. So I was getting very, very frustrated. Fortunately for me, I ran into Marius and Wendy Landman, who were just launching this, and wow, what a difference. The honesty and integrity of this team is truly phenomenal. And what they were bringing to the team was Marius has a unique gift of looking at data and algorithms, and he was able to apply that not only from the oil and gas industry to the stock markets, but he started applying it to the cryptocurrency space, and he was able to predict the future, where we know or we knew where the coins were going, whether they were going up, going sideways, going down, what time frames. And so we were able to take advantage of that and start trading these coins to give some idea as to where we're going. And the profits we made were phenomenal. In fact, any of you folks that are interested in cryptocurrency, this is a Bitcoin chart. And, these are 3-day candles. And you've noticed that we've got drawn out here some Zion gates and Dung gates, Damascus gates, and patterns. This was all predicted by Marius over 2 years ago. And that's the unique thing about it. We knew exactly when to get in, maybe when to take profits, when to get back in again, when to take profits. And now we're at a nice little new all-time high for Bitcoin. The question is, where are we going in the future? If you'd like to know that, you need to subscribe to our Elliott Wave reports by Bitcoin Trend Forecast, because without the knowledge of where we're going, you could be, let's say it goes up, but it can do this. It can go sideways. It can just drop from here. We don't know unless you have the algorithms and the AI technology that Marius provides to know what the future holds for us. This is what's so invaluable about this information. So I highly recommend that if you're just getting started in the crypto space and want to have good guidance, if you're an investor and want to be able to position yourself in and out of the market, I highly recommend that you look at the Elliott Wave reports put out by this company. Not only do you get the detailed reports on many, many altcoins, but you also get weekly calls with Marius. that are over an hour long that explains what's happening in the marketplace and where we're at and where we're going and how to position. So it truly is invaluable and it'll make a huge difference in your life. So that's what I wanted just to share as a quick introduction into BitcoinTAF.com. And oh, looks like I didn't share my screen. Actually, let me just now that I'll just do it again. My apologies, guys. There we go. So, yeah, was talking about Bitcoin. Where are we at? Where we're going? And what you're looking at on this chart was predicted by the algorithms of Mary Sledman over 2 years ago. And with that, we're able to position ourselves to when to be accumulating, when to be taking profit, when to be accumulating, when to be taking profit. So where we're at today, where are we going? Are we going to be going up? Are we going to go sideways or are we going down? Unless you have the data from Marius, you really don't know. You're gambling. With us, we know what's going to happen over the next 3 to 6 months, the next 2 to 3 years. So we can position ourselves to be long-term investors in this space. So I was just saying earlier that if you really want to get that kind of data, not only on Bitcoin, but on the altcoins as well, I highly recommend that you subscribe to Marius's Elliott Wave chart patterns. You get weekly PDF reports on a numerous number of coins. Plus, you get um, Zoom calls once a week where they're over an hour long, where you're explaining where we are in the marketplace and what's happening and where we're going. And so you can keep yourself up to date on the marketplace. So that's what I was referring to. So I must apologize. I didn't have that shared. Anyway, Nico, you're have a little different bent. You're a member of the Marys and Wendy team. Maybe you can elaborate what you do. Mm. I'm a widow guy. You bet. Mhm.
my, let's just do that. Input my mic here. Sorry about that, but we just need to.
That's weird. Yeah, I can hear you just fine at my end, but
Yeah. Okay. I think, let me just test you again. Let's just here do that. Input my. There we go. Sorry, yeah, I just had to check my mic here on my side too. Okay, now people can definitely hear me. All right, so let's just go back here. So yeah, for sure, let me just get on to, yeah, there we go, on a website. So going here to the quiz. So we're going here to crypto news. We've got, this is more a blog type of section of our website, blog type of section where you can get a lot of the new valuable information that we post here. There's a couple of blogs that you can go read here. And then also we've got the events. Now under the events, especially everyone that's here, but people that do not know, we have the events here with all the public events. First of all, that's all events that you can, as the public, can join us with. There is the discovery call that we currently have. There's a Holdernot's weekly training that you can do with us as well. And then you also have a new segment of myself on trading with DTM on Tuesdays at 3 o'clock South African time. I believe that's just an hour earlier from where we are now at Keith. So you can definitely catch me here. And we will definitely go deep into some analysis. And I want to show some free training there of what we do with analysis, with trend lines and with indicators, all those beautiful things, so people can get a lot on there. So I just want to make sure everyone realize, just take note of this, that coming Tuesday we're starting with that segment. If you want to read up a little bit about the team, you can do here, and you'll see I'm here also. That's my role in the company, but yes, this is the team that you will see that we use in BitcoinTAF.com, that we very, very close-knit team that we work together. And yeah, just back to our all products. All products here, we got all the products. Now, I did allude to say I'm doing the ultimate trading courses on the right-hand side. Here's the long-term trader reports by Marius Landman, and also Day Trade Masters. The foundational training course, the Holdernot's course, is right here. And if you want to narrow it down, you can go to just courses here on this section here, and you will see only the courses. So you have your foundational course here, the ultimate trading course here, and then the ultimate DeFi course with Corey. Definitely something you also need to look into if you want to, go big on that. So make sure you get looking at the DeFi course if you want to see the background, like wallets, like what goes on in products behind the cryptos and all of those. We decentralized finance training or decentralized exchange training. We do training and trading we do there. Then also the ultimate chart patterns, Keith, very, very cool book that we can look at. If you can, we have all the great patterns in there. Shortcut to everyone. People love this book. There's a new version of 2025 now available. It's being updated quite a lot. And then we also have our one-on-one courses with Wendy as well as Corey on the Ultimate DeFi course if you want one-on-one training as well. So definitely a lot to go through, but like you've said, if you have not signed up yet, please go here to sign up. It's very easy. Just go to sign up, and you can log in here, create a free account, and with your free account there's definitely that you will have available.
mhm. That's good. Yeah. Well, we're just testing. So you're testing something new here. I'm looking at it for my end here. The screen looks a little blurry, so I'm not sure why that is. So we'll check afterwards on the replay of the stream. Hmm. Hmm. See how it looks at your end. While you're checking that out, I'll just maybe for some of the people watching on YouTube, if you want to get in and start trading cryptocurrencies right away, we do have a really unique tool that you can use to get started. and it's called the HODL Fire. And basically what it does is that it tells you when you're at the bottom of a trend and the top of a trend. And so if you know where you're at the tops and the bottoms, you can strategize on when you want to get in and when you want to get out. So it's really a unique tool. There's some free videos in our website that explains it in much more detail for you. And you can try this tool out for free for 7 days. You can just download it onto your TradingView account and test it, paper trade with it, and see how you like it. I like using it on uh, 1 hour, 2 hour, and 4 hour time frames with the candles. I find it works very, very well in that space. But the good news is that tool can be used not only for cryptocurrency trading, but you can also use it for stock markets, for the commodities markets, even Forex. However, I highly recommend that you, if you get started and if you like what you're seeing, you may want to further your education. The key is you need to have more indicators and more confluence as you go forward. So I highly recommend you take the HODLNUT's introductory course, the HODLNUT Academy, and then from there we look at the Ultimate Trade course. I think you'll be well served. And by the way, I've taken all these courses, and I can tell you that that Ultimate Trade course is worth 10 times what the team offers that up to you as. It blows you away. It's so good. So, yeah. So how'd you make out, Nico, looking at it from your end?
Yeah, it looks quite good. I can see now. I've also not added my microphone from this side, but yeah, I think everyone can hear me now. That's fine.
Mhm.
Um, Also, yeah, everything looks good. Everything looks good. There we go. So,
Mhm.
also, maybe, I don't know, Keith, anything regarding the charts we want to discuss today? I don't know if there's any questions that came in for the onboarding call.
Well, we do have one guest with us tonight, Tanya. So, Tanya, do you have
Yeah,
any questions that we might be able to answer for you today, seeing how this is a webinar for ask us anything about the cryptocurrency space on trading, on the education, predictions. What would you like for us to help you with
to
today?
discuss
So
today.
while
I
we're
don't know if
waiting
there's any
for Tanya
questions
to
that came
maybe
in
pop a question
for
into
the
the chat
onboarding
area or the
call.
Q&A area, well, we do. I'm gonna try and share my screen again. Let's see what happens. I know it'll probably make our office go wonky, but I'm gonna maybe just show the wonderful tool called the HODL Fire for people to show you just as a snippet of how valuable some of the information that we provide. And this is just a taste, by the way. There's much, much more that we offer besides this. So here we're looking at a chart of a coin and I have it set up for 2 hour candles. And we've got the HODL indicator turned on. And basically what we're showing here is that you see this pivot top and pivot bottom. Well, what we're looking for is we want to know when to get in and when to get out. So I use this tool on a regular basis, along with many other tools that I have from my training. So I'm looking for pivot bottoms and I'm looking for buy tags. And that tells me that we have some confluence, that we have that tag. And when I see that, I will then probably enter a trade right about there. However, I've been trained on risk management, so I don't know. This is the future.
Sorry, it looks like.
Now I got a risk-free trade going on. So if it comes back to here, no harm, no foul. I'm nice and safe. But as this coin keeps moving up, I simply keep raising my stop loss into stop profit. And I just keep doing that until I get up to a pivot top. And that's when I exit the market. And when I do that, this becomes my profitable trade. So I'm looking at a risk reward ratio here. Let's just plot that. We would have a lovely little profit of about 23%, and we could have lost maybe 5%. So that's a risk to reward ratio of about 4 to 1. Those are very, very good odds in trading. So that's the kind of tool that we use on a regular basis. So we do trainings on this weekly as well, if you subscribe to this little tool, and it works out very, very well for people just getting started. However, you'll have much better success when you start getting the full training that we provide, because there'll be much more charts or trend lines and indicators that you can use to increase your probabilities of success. And that's the key. So I wanted just to show you just a little quick one for people to dip your toe in the market and see how it can work for you, and go from there. So thank you, Nico, for allowing me to share that.
No,
So
awesome.
yes, we did use the. I don't mind being not on the desk. I'm fine in my mountains. It works just
Yeah,
fine.
I'm playing actually with this little view we have here, but it seems it kicks us out the whole time when we use it. Let's use a fireplace,
Okay.
just a normal fireplace,
Um,
and there we go,
oh,
Keith.
I've lost your
Let's
voice
go
there.
with a little
Okay,
fireplace. There we go.
you're muted, Nico.
There we go. I just wanted to try choose something more. The other one is a bit tricky, so let's choose the fireplace. Let's go with that.
Ah,
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. So we
There
can
you
just
go.
just have a little tranquil situation going on here. So that's awesome fun.
Yeah, fireside chat.
There we
Fireside
go.
chat.
There we go. There you go. Oh, almost like a type of autumn setting going on here. I don't think we'll have
So
issues with that again.
one
Yeah.
of the things, Nico, I wanted to ask you is that you folks have the long-term trade reports, whether you're talking Bitcoin or the altcoins. You have training with the Hodl course for people that want to learn how to trade on a daily basis, and then you have your ultimate trade course where you can when you go through that, you can become your own analyst. That's how good the
That's
courses
correct.
are. But along with that, apparently are doing training in the DeFi space or
Mm.
decentralized finance space, which maybe you can elaborate a little bit on that.
Yes, we do the DeFi space now. This is actually something recently that started with with the Day Trade Masters. So just to explain to everyone, Day Trade Masters is more shorter day trading that we're doing. Then we have the MTT, which is more medium-term trading. So myself and lead analyst Corey Gardner came to the decision to look at decentralized trading too, because yeah, centralized is fun, but it can sometimes drag a little bit on, and the profits can be, say, stagnant for some time. So at Day Trade Masters, we want to be innovative. So we want you to benefit from a lot of profit and a profit margin. So we found that in the decentralized space, there's a lot of profits to be made. And we're talking now using a wallet, say for MetaMask wallet, and then trading, say, on certain DEX screeners, for instance. So there's a lot of coins, like AI coins is big now. We really getting
Mm.
in with the AI space is really blowing up. So we very excited about it. So Corey started really pushing out some DeFi type of trade setups in the Day Trade Masters. We also provide training for it. So if you do not know what we're talking about or have no clue what it is or how to trade it, we have full training for you available to show you and get you started. So don't worry about, oh, I don't know what to do. We do help you there, and we show you the way. Then also, if you want to dive a little bit deeper too, you can take an ultimate trading course where we show you deeper, and we show you technical analysis, like Keith now just said, and we show you how to analyze and do all that. So in the day trade or the ultimate trading course, we also, like we say, we teach you how to be an analyst. And all these
Mhm.
more in-depth things you will learn. Keith also took the course, so he knows exactly how to use trend lines and how to use HPL levels and how to use volume and how to use Fibonacci and all those beautiful things we teach you there too. So, but yes,
Mhm.
Day Trade Masters and MTT, just remember for a limited time, you get the MTT with the Day Trade Masters subscription. So there's a lot of value that you get there with that one subscription as well. Which subscription I can quickly show again if I just go in here to right here. If I could just go back to the BitcoinTAF.com website here, and we go here to the products, all products. This one, Day Trade Master setups here. If you click into it, this is where we dive deep into Day Trade Masters, as well as, like we say here, the medium-term trade reports MT are complementary to your Day Trade Masters single product for a limited time. So very, very excited about that, Keith. Are excited, and we've seen some great, great profits being made there just in the past week. for sure.
Hmm.
Right. I see there is someone joining us. I don't know if they have any questions right here in the webinar room. If everyone there in the YouTube world want to join us in the webinar, the link is on BitcoinTAF.com underneath events. You can just join us in the webinar in the room here. Come join us. Maybe have a coffee with us here by the fireplace. But I just want to check if there's any questions on our live stream too. No questions yet. Lots of viewers, so welcome everyone on the YouTube channel too. I'm glad to see everyone is here. Right. I
I
like
think
this.
for some people that want more guidance on this, you can offer different copy trading services as well, I believe.
That's it.
Uh,
That's it.
Maybe you can elaborate on that a little bit as well.
Yeah, sure thing. The copy trading is very, very intricate in the sense of there's no one really doing that. I don't believe so. So everyone must understand this is definitely not trade or trading advice. This is definitely more to do with seeing what the analyst is doing and following what the analyst is doing. So that's what me and Corey is doing. We post what we are trading in that. It's not like we trading secretly via on the side and just put out for the general public there. So we trade, well, what we trade is what you see. So you can then basically follow us according to that. So that has proven to be very, very popular. No one really in the space is doing it. Like I said, we were also in the conference, the Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas, a few months ago, and training wise and what we're doing, there's not really anyone that's really doing it in the space. So we are very proud that we provide that service and people are really catching on and climbing on board and making profit. So the copy trading, like again, it's not financial advice, but people trade what we trade. They follow us and do their own decisions, make their own strategy decisions, and follow us there. I've got one question here from Louise. Welcome, Louise, here from on YouTube. So if I buy Day Trade Masters, then I get MTT with it. For how long, or is it always? Very, very good question. So you have options. There's a monthly, or where you can just have a starter, getting your toes wet type of, or getting your feet wet starter pack for 30 days. Then you also have a 3-month, a 6-month, and a 12-month. I can quickly show you as well. Let's just jump into here to Google again. So if we go here to the product, you can see on Day Trade Masters. Let's go to all products again. Should you go to all products and you go to Day Trade Masters right here, you will see there is your 30-day trial. There's a 3-month, 6-month, and a 12-month trial. So going according to that. So a very popular one is the 12-month one, because people, then they know, okay, they don't have to worry about anything for 12 months. They're going to just trade with us for 12 months. Or everyone is new can use that 30-day one too. We also have a feature on our website that is a reoccurring. So you can just check the reoccurring, and then you don't have to worry that you need to go and subscribe or lose access to the product. You will always have access to the product there. So good question. Thank you for that, Louise. She's quite a regular here of us these days, asking all the questions. Great questions. Great questions. Right. Anyone else? I don't know, Tanya, if you have any questions. Love having you on board here too. I believe she's part of DTM. She is also a subscriber there. So that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. While we're waiting for people to ask questions, I just wanted to give a personal testimonial that over the last basically year and a half, the market has completely evolved and changed. So what was working 5 and 6 years ago is not working today. So we've had to grow and adapt, and that's where Marius's unique ability with his algorithms and his AI technology, he's able to spot the changes that are going on in the marketplace. And so giving us new guidance, because unfortunately, if you were just using the old philosophy of trading back in 4 or 5 years ago, you would be in real trouble today.
Yeah.
So this is why I love this team, is because they're constantly adapting to the new things that are happening in the marketplace, because we have a lot of exchange traded funds now in the marketplace, and we have a lot of the bigger institutions coming on board. So it has changed the dynamics of the market, and you really need to have professional guidance and professional advice to survive in this marketplace, to thrive. And if you have that, I can tell you that the profits are very, very robust. It makes a huge difference. So, highly recommend that you dip your toe in the water and join us and test it out for yourself. So, thank you. I just wanted to share that with everybody.
Yeah, for sure. And remember, there's also some channels we have, for say, Day Trade Masters, we have a channel, a free channel, a public channel. I don't know if people are aware of this, but they have a free channel where we post regular free setups. So if you feel, yeah, but I'm not sure if I need to take this, there is a channel where you can get some free setups. You can even make profit with it, maybe use that to get purchase the product. So we give you that opportunities in our, I believe there's a DTM one. There's the MTT one, and I think Holdernuts also, but Holdernuts has the Holder Fire, where you can also
Mm.
use it as a trial, the indicator for some time. So we do supply those channels there. You can get free content, and you can get some great. I believe the one coin that Corey once posted made over 200%, Keith. So
Yeah.
there's great free trade setups on there too.
And that's the beauty of the crypto space, and that's the reason why we like investing and trading it is because the percentage of profits when you in this market are much higher than if you were say investing in a stock market or commodities market. Volatility is a good thing. It's not a bad thing, especially when you're trained. The more volatility actually gives us more opportunities to, realize those big profits. So that's the other advantage of being involved in the cryptocurrency space. The thing that I like to do is also we need to understand something going forward into the future. The three things that are going to dominate the world is going to be AI technology, artificial intelligence, robotics. When you start tying the two together, the advancements in robotics is just phenomenal. And all of that runs on crypto blockchains.
Oh yeah.
So all three are coming together. And that's why this space is so dynamic. And I highly encourage people to just dip your toe in the water and learn more about it because you want to be ready for the future. Let's put it that way. You don't want to have it run over you. And that's the other important thing I'd like to mention here today.
Yeah, for sure, Keith. That is a very valid point and important point too. And
Mhm.
I've also, there's a lot of times, I don't know if you do, but there's a lot of times people kind of shy away or scared of crypto because there has been points where crypto had been used in a bad context. But, that's just the thing. People make it bad. It's not a bad, it's not a bad technology. I mean, it's life-changing technology. It changed my life for the good, for the better, for sure. And yeah, I cannot get it. I'm so excited. We're really at the right time and right place now for crypto too. I know there's a lot of people, that don't really believe that, but we just at the start of it. Even with AI and all those implementations of technology, we are really just at the start and the crux of what's coming. So, I
Yeah.
mean, if you trained up, if you skilled up now already for the next few years, you're definitely investing in your future for sure regarding this
Uh,
crypto space.
as proof of that, I was just listening to Mary's call yesterday, looking into the future. And wow,
Yeah.
some of the dynamics that are going to be happening. It's going to be a very fun roller coaster ride. The key is we know it'll be a roller coaster. We know when the bottom and the tops are going to be. That's
Yeah.
the key.
Yeah.
The secret is knowing the bottom and the tops.
No, that's
It's
for sure.
crucial.
That's for sure.
As you get on the wrong side of the roller coaster, it's not so much fun.
Yeah. No, that is definitely for sure. Right.
Mhm.
I don't know if there's any questions. I don't see any on YouTube still, but let's quickly check YouTube.
Yeah.
No questions there yet. Yeah, keep them rolling on. That's what we are here for, to uh,
Mhm.
to answer all your questions. It's quite a nice little training school for me, this too, Keith, just to check out online and how the whole streaming server, everything working. So yeah, if there's a little bit of snags here and there, please forgive us. We're still getting this technology going on. But yeah, I think we're moving in the right direction. Really super cool. Right. Yeah, any other questions, guys? Any, or ladies and
No, I
gentlemen?
think so far it's pretty quiet out in the world. Everybody just listening for little tidbits. I wish I could show more. I mean, unfortunately, folks, you do need to subscribe to get the real juicy pieces of information. And trust me, once you dip your toe in the water, you are going to be jumping in with both feet. Like I said, I got involved over 9 years ago, and wow, I would net I'm here for life. That's just how important it is. And that's why I do these calls twice a week to try and introduce this to as many people as possible. Let them know that there's real opportunity here for you to become financially free. And
Yes.
that's huge, huge advantage because let's face it, the economies of the world, it's getting tougher and tougher to get ahead in this workplace between, your regular job and your income is fairly stagnant. And your inflation of your cost of living just keeps going up and up and up. It's getting tougher and tougher to get ahead. So this could really help you augment that and overcome some of those problems. So I highly, recommend that you take a look at this.
Sure.
So, Nico, you're in South Africa. You know what? There's a lot of suppressed news. I haven't heard much about some of the problems you're having over there, but listening to your voice, I understand there's some major economic
Yeah.
problems going on in South Africa right
Yeah,
now.
that is the thing. I cannot state enough to my, I'm in South Africa, I've been born here, and with everything that's going on here in the economic as well as the political climate that we're currently in, it's actually to a point of worry. And I soon realized I need to make a plan. I need to make a plan to do something because it was getting to a point of worry because how
Mm,
am I going to get an income? How am I going to get a job? How am I going to find? Because the job unemployment rate here is sky high. It's really a problem. So what trading has done for me is phenomenal, and I cannot
mm,
overstate it enough for people in South Africa. And I believe there's a lot of other places like this that
mm,
trading is a way out for you. Trading is definitely something you can do full time. Yeah, there's
mm,
people that dab in it. There's people that do it for a hobby. There's people, but I basically climbed in with everything. I threw all my spanners in the works, Keith. I didn't just dip my toe. I jumped into the pool deep side and gave it my all. And yes, it was difficult, but because remember, we didn't have courses like BitcoinTAF. We didn't have a platform like that back then. There was no courses.
no.
There was no reports. There was no people assisting you or anything. And I struggled from day one to get to a point of what strategy works, what indicator, what type of confluence works, what works. Then I met Marius like you as well. Marius was a beacon in the dark tunnel as well with what he was doing, and I'm starting to watch him for his long-term trade reports, and then still studying and learning on the side, getting through courses and stuff. And for everyone in South Africa, this is a viable point. It's a viable way for you to get an income. Not just South Africa, other places too, but
Mm,
especially with our conversion rate at where it is now. Um, I don't think it's going to get better. I don't know if everyone heard about the tariffs that's been implemented in South Africa, 30% tariffs. So the economy is not going to get better. It's just going to get much worse. So I would definitely look at the way of trading. Trading is a way. It is a beacon. It can definitely help you. No, it will not. And gives again, people have so many stories of how people no, you can become a millionaire overnight, or you can in one trade you will do. That's not true. You have to skill yourself up. You have to train yourself up. That's why me and Keith Hammers actually on getting the Aldernots course, foundational course, going through that, getting the older fire, getting the older, go through what Wendy and the team shows you there. Go forward then from there, that's high school. Go then to university, which is the ultimate trading course. Get the detonator, get technical analysis underneath your belt. And that is the way, because we've all been there. We've done all the struggles for you so that you can have it all the information in one place and just build on that. And that's what we did, but definitely are doing. And that's what South Africans, especially if you're in the situation that I was in, I just speak from experience. I mean, there was, you don't, I really worked down at the bottom and worked myself up again, or stood up and just made a
mm,
plan to do something. And it snowballed. I, s- I think I remember Keith. I started with 50 rand. Now 50 rand in dollars is what? That's a few cents. I don't know. It's not it's very little. I mean that's like $2. $2. I started with that. I will never forget
Mhm.
it. And it just snowballed as your profit grew and you put your profit back in with trading. It just snowballs. It's a snowball effect. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you get to a point from, oh wow, now I can start going into portfolios. I can have a long-term portfolio. I can have a short-term. I can have a medium-term portfolio, and all of that we teach you. And
Mhm.
that's where my heart lies because I've struggled like that. I know how people struggle. I want to help people. Remember, the team here don't have to do what they're doing. We don't have to.
Mhm.
But that's our passion. That's Maurice's passion and drive. That's my passion and drive. Corey's. Everyone in the team I can speak for. They want to help you. Yeah. They want to help you succeed. What other people don't want to tell you, we tell you. And it's just it's something I feel I get up for in the morning is to assist and help people. And at the end of the day, if we can change lives, so for the better, that's all that matters to me. So yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And truly, the bottom line is that I think all of us human beings love to have freedom. And freedom can only be gained through education and knowledge. There's no shortcuts. There's no lottery tickets. You have to put in the time. And it's not difficult. That's the most amazing part. It's much, much easier than you think. In fact, each time you learn something new, you're going, oh my gosh, if I'd only known this in the past, I could have done da da da
Yes.
da da. That's the beauty of this, you know. And some people get a little intimidated by the learning process, but I treat it like anything in life. You know, you bite off little bits at a time, and next thing you know, you've eaten the whole animal. You know, that's just how beautiful this education and training is. And the beauty of it is, fall in love with learning, and you never want to stop learning. And that's the other joyous part of this because it is a very dynamic market,
Yeah.
and it is adjusting and changing. And constantly, our analysts, Marius and Wendy and Nico and Corey, are finding new things and changing strategies because of it.
Hmm.
In fact, the decentralized finance thing, I had no idea just how lucrative it was. But Nico and Corey dabbled in that market first. They were the pioneers. They figured it all out, and now we're reaping the benefit. So that's the beauty of being involved in this organization.
That's it. Yeah, it's like Marius always says regarding the courses too. Is like people came to him and it's like, "Why you got the worst business model ever, man?" It's like we teach people how to trade and they can go on themselves and they can trade by themselves. Why do they need you? But that's the point. It's like we teach you how to fish. Like that story about where you give a fish to a guy every day. He's gonna come back for you. But if you teach him how to do it, he can go on his way. So we expect totally that you, as an analyst, do your own thing too. But what we find is people love the coins we choose and stuff, and so they come back and they see because they want to follow what we do, which is also awesome. I mean, that's really great. So people keep coming back
Well,
for that. Yes, Chris.
exactly. I mean, as a customer, it reduces the amount of work that I do to find coins that I believe are going to be good quality. You know, it just speeds up out of the what I don't know, 5 or 10,000 coins out there, maybe more. You narrow it down to, 5 or 10. Makes life a lot easier to work with.
Yeah, it is. It is. Right. I just want to see no questions here in YouTube. I see a lot of viewers in YouTube, so welcome everyone in the YouTube world. Love this. And then also, I believe that we have some viewers or people joining us live in the room. Um,
Mhm.
but we don't want to add him to the chairs here. I believe a lot of people like to remain private, so that's fine. It's just me and Keith here by the fireplace. But we have people in the room too. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask as well.
Mhm.
But I think I don't know, Keith, if people want to see some indicators that you use, I can always show everyone the type of indicators that you can expect. Keith did show you a little bit about the holder fire. Um,
Yeah. Maybe you want to share your screen and show them when you take the ultimate trade course, by the way, folks, you get three indicators, custom made indicators for free. And those indicators are worth probably 3 times the price of the course. So maybe you want to show the confluence of the detonators, just as a dabble into the power of these things.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm going to share my screen here and go to Training View. Got trading. Let's try now. There we go.
Technology is not quite seamless yet.
Yes, it's just its input. I must put an input my mic, otherwise people won't hear me when I'm talking here. So I believe they can hear me now. There we go. So just a trend like this, but Keith, just to show everyone the type of indicators we get here. When you get into your indicator, now to open indicators in trading is very easy. You got your panels, the top panel here, you got a right panel here, and you got a left panel where all your tools currently is at. You got a bottom panel too that's got a lot of things there, but what we're really looking at for is this little candle little section here, and if you click on it, you will see there's a list of indicators that jump out here. But also on this side, if you click, oops, what did I do now? If you click on this panel here, you get this little block that says indicators, metrics, and strategies. You will see favorites. Now I've got a lot of favorites right here that I've all the years I've been trading is right here. But you need to go to invite only. Now this is the indicators that you get with BitcoinTAF.com. You got the holder fire right here. We got the hold knots indicator. This one you actually get. I'm going to open it quickly. This one, and it looks massively interesting. You get when you do the hold knots course, the foundational course, where this is more on the shorter term, on say 1 minute to half an hour to 1 hour type of time frame. This is what it looks like, and then you can see there's buy and sell tags in there. There's EMAs, there's Bollinger Bands in here. There's even Ichimoku Cloud in here, which they use as well. So very, very cool indicator this. Then you got your holder fire as well. I'm just gonna jump in that one too. This is your holder fire, which shows you pivot points and buy and sell tags as well, which is very, very awesome. Pivot points meaning buy here, climb out there, buy at the bottom, buy at the top, climb in and out, and also buy and sell tags. I think there is a setting or something where you can, yeah, see Keith, I must just change I don't know why my candle says no bodies. Let's make it bodies. There we go. There we got bodies now. So you can see there's also the holder fire it changes your candle body color, and that also has a lot of meaning, which Wendy and them teach you in the foundational course how to use this. I believe also if you take the holder fire on a trial version, you get some free videos to watch just to see how it works too. And I think there's also a weekly call for the holder fire, Keith, where people can come up and they can learn from the team at Holder Knots how to use this. So definitely very, very cool. Then this is the tool that you use when you start out. Then when you go to DTM and Ultimate Trading Course, then this is the ones you will get. If I just go back in here, and you'll get the detonator A, B, C. Now why detonator? Because detonator explodes everything. It explodes the markets. It indicates to you exactly on a higher time frame where you are at. And there's a lot of times when people say they look at the chart and they're blind, they cannot see, because I mean, if you do not have these indicators on, you just look at this trend, you don't know what to do. You don't know where to buy, you don't know where to sell, you don't know what to do. So this indicator shows you exactly where you're at and what you need to do. There's certain things that you need to switch on, like the VWAP, just make it auto, like the VWAP there, and the blue bull tail, just put that on. So some of the things you have to switch on, and then I believe there's also detonator B is this one, where it's more like a oscillator, like mountain, so meaning at the bottom of momentum, top of momentum, with red dots and green dots. That shows you a lot. And then you also have the detonator C, that two running lines here, and what we focus on basically is where it crosses down and where it crosses up. So we have these indicators. So you will have like 4 sets of indicators with BitcoinTAF.com that you can utilize. Now, especially with this one, it's quite an easy indicator to look at. What happens in A must correspond in B, must correspond in C. And then you know, okay, this is the top. I'm now at the top. I need to get out, or I'm at the bottom. I need to get in. For example, here in Ray, and Ray is a very good coin. I'm just hinting for everyone there that doesn't. You're gonna keep your eye on Ray. But there was a green dot. There was a tag. We were above that blue line, and we saw a crossing on C, and then we ran up. We could have taken that profit. The margin was about 57%, and that was about in a 5-day time frame because we're on a 12-hour. So just quickly, shortly of what we do here, Keith. So interesting times. Just a little taste of what we give there regarding the detonator for sure. Right. Let's see, no questions. But yeah, that's just to show us what the indicators is we use across the board on BitcoinTAF.com. So yes, without them I cannot. It's like walking in a dark room. I can't see. It's definitely the indicators I use. We develop them. We develop them for a reason. It's the ones that work, and I've been through thousands of them, man. There's indicators out there that also is a hell of a lot of money. We do not, where we have a course and you get the indicator of the course. I rather think that's a better approach. Because I want you to, as I say, we teach you how to use those indicators at the end of the day.
Prior to me finding BitcoinTAF, I was introduced to an education program where they wanted to teach me how to trade Forex. And the course was going to cost me 5,000 US, and it was going to cost me 200 US per month afterwards.
Wow.
And after I completed that course, I was no further ahead than I was when I started. It only gave me half of the information. In other words, it just got me into more trouble as opposed to solutions.
Yeah.
So when I look at a course here today and it says it's $786, wow. It's worth 10 times that much, folks.
Yes.
Trust me.
Yes.
And they never give up on you. That's the beauty of it. You get live calls. You get to work with the analyst and answers your questions on an ongoing basis. They have a Telegram channel where you can post your questions, and Nico and Corey respond and answer your questions. And it's just amazing. The dedication that this team has is the best in the world. That's my honest opinion. So thank you, Nico, Corey, Wendy, and Marius for all that they do. It really is a blessing.
Yeah, no problem, Q. Yeah, that's like I said, it's our passion. As I said earlier, I love it. If the students come back to me and say, "Wow, I just paid my rent with my latest trade," and I had that like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, one student, I just paid for my holiday end of the year with this trade, or I just managed to, buy something that I made in a trade, but I never had it. So that's when it's worth it. That's when it's worth it. I can see people change their lives because I want you to change your life, and we have the passion for that. Also, just at that point, if anyone wants to work with us like 24/7, be with myself and Marius and Wendy in one channel, have us on call, have us on on your phone if you need us. We also have the Inner Circle and Trade Partners product. So that's for people with, say, a more larger type of portfolio that needs help with their portfolio. We can help you, we can assist you, and you in a channel with us 24/7, and you have us available. In other words, say you got Marius and you got me on the other end of the world, so we're always available in those channels if you need some help. So that's also very popular at this stage where people want that added assistance with their portfolio. So Keith, that's proven also to be very successful, and we're very happy that we can help people with their portfolios too.
Awesome.
Right.
Well, with that, we're coming up on the hour. I think if we have no more questions, anybody I'm just double checking. I have nothing here with my live people. Well, I guess we'll call it a wrap. By the way, we do this call twice a week on Fridays at this time, which is 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time over here in Canada, which is where I am, which is about 4 p.m. I think for Nico in the afternoon in South Africa, which is kind of takes care of the European African market time zone. And then I do this call again on Mondays at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time in America, Mexico, which is about roughly 8 or 9 p.m. New York time, and it's about 5 p.m. Los Angeles time.
Hmm.
So we try and do this call so we catch the whole world and the time frames because we are a worldwide company and we're trying to help as many people in the world. So with that, Nico, thank you so much for coming on board with me today, and hopefully we'll have some more fun people wanting to communicate with us over the next week.
No, for sure. No, thanks so much for having me, Keith. Definitely also catch us in all the other public calls. Like you said, is onboarding, and also next week a live DTM training on Tuesday. If you can catch me there, I believe so, around about the same time me and Keith are. So thanks so much, Keith, for sure, and we'll see each other soon again. Keep well. Bye bye.